Okay. So, hello everyone. This is Neha Modi, and I'm a counseling psychologist with Mansik Shakti Foundation. And as we know, we are into this webinar series where we are working towards students' mental health. And considering this, today we have Aniruddha Shrivastava with us. And Aniruddha is a PhD from the University of Illinois. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct.
Illinois.
Illinois, and he is somebody who is a bachelor's and master's, who has done his bachelor's and master's from IIT Bombay, and he's working in California right now, and as a scientist in a sodium ion battery company. That's beautiful. I mean, a very impressive profile, I must
Yeah.
say that, and it's very luring. It's very attracting when I hear people having such impressive degrees. And whenever I hear that students are going abroad for their studies, for their education, for their masters or for their bachelors, which was not, I would say, a trend some years back, but now I'm seeing every student, almost every student, wanting to go abroad for their studies, which is definitely good because it has a lot of not only weightage, but it's like a lot of experience, a lot of good experience. I would say students are receiving. It's like reward, where people are getting to know different language, different people all over the world, and they are learning to adjust to new culture and their lifestyle. I think that's also one of the biggest challenge, and today we are here to speak rather about the challenges faced by students abroad, studying abroad, and how we can help them. So I want Anirudh, your lens to help us understand that what are the reasons why firstly students think of going and studying abroad, or if you can even help us understand why you decided to, after your masters and bachelors, why did you decide to go and study abroad? What was that reason?
Right. So personally, for me, I was doing my research at IIT Bombay. I got interested into research during my bachelor's and master's here, and I decided that I want to do a PhD. Now, for that, the kind of opportunities that were presented, in the US, those were very, attractive. Like the kind of exposure I would get, the kind of research that was being done there. Because they have this, it's a very mature research and development environment over there. Uh, so mainly that was the reason because I knew that the kind of research, kind of exposure and experience I will get there, I won't get here. So that's why I was primarily decided to move to the US for the go to the US for my studies.
Right. So what I'm hearing is there are a lot of opportunities and a lot of different scope, a lot of good scope for students wanting to, whoever wants to go and study abroad. There are a lot of
Hmm.
opportunities and a lot of scope in terms of research and development, particularly when you spoke about yourself.
Hmm.
So I'm sure it comes with not only the rosy things and fancy things that students, especially, when we are thinking of going ahead and moving ahead into another country totally.
Right.
Sometimes I also have come across many students who are wanting to escape from the, from the parents' boundaries that they have and things they are not allowed to do. So there are many rosy things which students have in their mind when they are thinking to go abroad. So, what are some of the challenges that students
Hmm.
actually are realistically facing?
Right. So one of the major things is, of course, adjusting to a new culture. Whenever you're going to the US, it's very different from here. Uh, so that is one major challenge. I would say, just when you go there, you have to find the way you'll be living. Say, if you're especially you've done your bachelor's here, you have lived in a hostel.
Hmm.
Bachelor's or master's here. You have lived in your hostel and you've had this, you have eaten the food at the mess. A lot of things have been there for you, but when you move out, when you go to the US, you will now be suddenly renting apartments. You'll be finding apartment mates to stay with them. You'll have to cook your own food or find a way to, get your own food. So it's not, nothing is there out for you. So you have to basically live fairly independently. And that can be a big challenge because along with doing all this, you have to also, do well at your studies.
Of course, right.
So that is something that I've seen, at least in the first few months, that can be something that takes some adjusting to.
Hmm.
Especially because as soon as you go there, there'll be like a whole burden of classes to